If you're seeing an internal error in Inkscape 1.4 or newer, the good news is that this usually means the problem is tied to a specific action, not the entire program. In this video, I'll show you how to identify the trigger, fix the most common causes, and get back to work without crashing Inkscape every few seconds. And if this tutorial helps you out, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more quick software fixes just like this. First, it helps to understand the difference between a fatal error and an internal error. A fatal error often happens right when Inkscape launches, but an internal error usually shows up when you do something specific. For example, it may happen when you click Snap, export to PDF, use the Bezier tool, or work on a file with a grid active. So the first step is to pay attention to exactly what you were doing when the error appeared. That clue is often the fastest path to the fix. If the crash happens while moving objects, your first move should be to disable snapping immediately. In Inkscape 1.4, there is a known issue where snapping to grids can conflict with certain path effects and trigger the message, internal error and will close now. So turn off snapping and test the same action again. If the error stops, you've found the cause. You can then re-enable features one at a time to see which combination is creating the problem. Next, open your settings and lower the SVG output precision. Go to Edit, then Preferences, then Input and Output, and then SVG Output. Look for numeric precision and reduce it to something lower, like 5 instead of 8. Very high precision can sometimes overload calculations during complex path operations, especially if your document contains lots of curves, transformations, or edits. Lowering precision often makes Inkscape much more stable. If the internal error only happens with one particular file, try the import method instead of opening it normally. Create a new blank document, then go to File and choose Import. This can help Inkscape rebuild the document structure and bypass corrupted metadata that may be hidden inside the SVG. If the file opens successfully this way, save it as a fresh copy and test it again. This simple workaround can rescue files that seem broken at first glance. Another very useful fix is to convert text to path before exporting to PDF. Internal errors during export are often caused by font rendering conflicts, especially with fonts like Segui UI emoji or when a glyph is missing. Select your text, then press Ctrl, Shift, and Shift to turn it into a shape. Once the text is converted to a path, export the PDF again and see if the error disappears. This is one of the best fixes when the crash only happens during export. If you are working with PDFs and filter effects, check your Cairo rendering settings. When you use Save As and choose PDF, make sure rasterize filter effects is enabled if your document includes blurs, shadows, or other complex effects. If Inkscape still throws an internal error, reduce the rasterization resolution to 150 dpi. That lowers the memory load on the Cairo engine and can stop the export from failing on larger or more complex designs. You should also remove live path effects from any object that seems to trigger the crash. Select the problematic object, then go to Path and choose Remove Live Path Effect. Some older LPEs that were created in previous Inkscape versions can be unstable in version 1.4 and cause internal logic failures. If removing the effect makes the file work again, you can recreate the design using a more stable method. And finally, don't forget to clear the recent files cache. Sometimes the error is not even caused by your artwork. A malformed entry in the recent files list can trigger an internal error when Inkscape tries to refresh the file menu or the welcome screen. On Windows, look for the recently used .xbel file inside c:\users/yourname/appdata/local and delete it. Then restart Inkscape and check whether the issue is gone. So to recap, if Inkscape keeps showing an internal error in version 1.4 or later, start by identifying the exact trigger, disable snapping if needed, lower SVG precision, import troublesome files into a new document, convert text to paths before PDF export, adjust rasterization settings, remove unstable live path effects, and clear the recent files cache if necessary. These steps solve most cases without reinstalling the software. If this video helped you fix Inkscape, please give it a like, subscribe for more tutorials, and let me know in the comments which step worked for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.